Alright, so WrestleMania 31 is less than a week away. It is 6 days away this Sunday night, live on the WWE Network for just, wait for it, wait for it, $9.99. Sorry, I had to get that out of the way. But yeah, man, I am really excited to finally go to my very first live WrestleMania. This is going to be an insane weekend. My WrestleMania weekend officially begins this Thursday, and I could not be any more excited. I could not be any more happier. Um, I've been eagerly waiting for this day and for this weekend in general ever since we bought the tickets back in November. Um, and now here it is. I mean, this is a weekend that my friends and I are definitely gonna live up. I for one, am definitely gonna live this weekend up because we may never get another chance to go to WrestleMania. I know it's not coming back to the Bay Area for quite some time. For maybe, you know what, I can't even estimate. But this is a WrestleMania that we did not want to miss, and we're going. And yeah, I mean, I'm just really excited. What more can I say? So, basically, this video is just gonna be me running down all my plans for, the rundown of what my plans are gonna be for this weekend, and then at the end, I'm going to break down the access session that I'm going to that was just announced because they just literally announced who's gonna be at which access sessions this week. So, you know, just get right down to it. WrestleMania, like I said, my weekend begins this Thursday. Um, the one thing I'm really happy about with this WrestleMania being in the Bay Area is that I have the privilege of living here in the Bay Area. I live about 45 minutes to an hour away from San Jose and from Santa Clara, so the drive is not going to really be a hassle or anything. We my friends and I really didn't have to worry about booking hotels, booking flights, um, any of that kind of stuff for like people coming from out of the Bay Area. So um so yeah, it's just we're just gonna be able to drive down to San Jose, Santa Clara, and just that's one less thing to worry about. I do remember I did suggest to my friends that we chip in to rent a hotel for the weekend so we didn't have to drive back and forth, but they're not really, they weren't for it, and it's not a big deal, excuse me. We're gonna save that money toward extra souvenirs and whatnot, and food and whatnot, but we are gonna have gas money handy. So yeah, let's just break this thing down. So Thursday is, like I said, the day that my WrestleMania weekend officially kicks off. I'm going to Access with my good friend Charlie. We're going to drive down to the San Jose Convention Center together. And we have the 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock GA session. We're not meeting any premium VIPs or VIPs. Um, though I just received a real nice, like, tax refund, if you want to call that, from work. And had I known I was going to get one of those, I probably would have bought Roman Reigns' premium VIP ticket. But maybe somebody will be selling the ticket at the door. Who knows? But like I said, we're going to the GA access session from 5 to 10 on Thursday night. Um, Ravi, aka Assault and Battery 777, and Stevie Breach, they're gonna be there. So I'm hoping to meet them. Steve's a good friend of mine on Twitter. We follow one another on Twitter. Ravi and I follow each other on Instagram. I'm big fans of their videos, so I'm really looking forward to for the opportunity to meet him. Um, Looking forward to going to Access because Access is the main highlight of a WrestleMania trip aside from going to the actual WrestleMania event itself. Looking forward to checking out the memorabilia, checking out the matches that are going to go on, especially since they announced the NXT tournament with Finn Balor, Adrian Neville, Tyler Breeze, and Hideo Itami. Um, I probably see this tournament playing out like match-wise. I probably see it playing out as Balor versus Neville, and not Balor versus Neville, Balor versus Breeze, and Itami versus Neville, only because these these two combinations of four superstars, or those two matches, have never happened on TV yet. We saw Neville and Balor at and Breeze and Itami at rival. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's Hideo Itami versus Tyler Breeze again and AJ Neville versus Finn Balor. Although I think Breeze versus Balor would be good, and Itami versus Neville would be really good. And in case you're wondering, I'm rooting for Finn Balor to win the tournament so he can go on to WrestleMania and compete in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And I also hope that Balor's going to be signing at this Access session, whether it's before his match, after his match, because I know the whole tournament takes place that Thursday night, so I don't know exactly how that's going to work. So yeah, Thursday is pretty much Access, and then after Access, we're just gonna hit up. We're gonna go get something to eat, most likely after dinner or for dinner. I'm hoping we can hit up an In-N-Out burger because I'm craving In-N-Out, and I know there's like an In-N-Out burger somewhere in San Jose. Um, so that'll be day one. That'll be Thursday. Friday, I know there's another Access session. There's ROH. There's the NXT show after Access in San Jose. We're not doing any of that on Friday. I wish I could go to the NXT show, but if I can't go to it, it's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. I would like to go to an NXT show in the future. But this is sort of like last minute. I don't think we have enough. I don't think we're gonna be able to get tickets in time. But I did recommend to my friends that Friday we not do anything unless there was like maybe an early access session we could go to and then come back and rest for the next day, Saturday, because we have to be up super early for WrestleCon, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm gonna try and meet as many people as possible as long as I can, as long as I have enough money to buy not the tickets, the autographs and photo ops. I do have a ticket to meet Rob Van Dam from 1 to 4 or 1 to 3, and I have a ticket to meet Ken Shamrock from 1 to 4. I'm not doing the super ticket. I did not want to pay $250 to meet all the people that were on the super ticket, although a lot of them are people I would like to meet. I'm going to most likely meet them at just during a regular GA session that Saturday, that day. So yeah, just to give you an idea of like who I hope to meet at Access. I hope to, not Access, WrestleCon. I hope to meet John Morrison, Melina, um, who's that other guy? Errol Star from Lucha Underground is gonna be there. Probably won't be hard to meet him. I mean, unless there's like diehard Lucha Underground fans at WrestleCon. I'm gonna try to meet Big Rick, aka Ezekiel Jackson. Joey Ryan and Candice LeRae are gonna be there. I'm gonna try and meet them. Cause I did not get a chance to meet Joey at APW War at the Shore back in September. Um, Lisa Marie Varone, aka Victoria, aka Tara, however you want to acknowledge her as. Um, yeah, that's just like a few people off the top of my head that I can think of. That's pretty much the people that I want to meet. That's pretty much Saturday what we're gonna do. WrestleCon goes from 9 to 4, and then this is not wrestling related, but after WrestleCon, Charlie has a my friend Charlie has a open mic. He plays guitar. He's an aspiring musician, so he's gonna go to open mic. We're gonna go together, and I'm gonna be there, of course, to support him. If you guys want to support him, click on his follow him on Twitter at Charlie V Music. I'll leave a link below in the description box. And then we're most likely gonna get dinner after open mic. And if one of us have our laptops, we'll most likely watch the Hall of Fame from there. We'll try to watch the Hall of Fame from there. Um, then we move on to Sunday. Sunday, of course, is the big day. WrestleMania 31. We got nice upper level seats, pre-sale for $300 each. I'm really just looking forward to being there live and just experiencing my first live WrestleMania. We're not doing anything special on Sunday before WrestleMania. We're just gonna leave early, get to Levi's when we can, file in, find our seats, and just take in everything. Um, I hope the show for the most part is good or very good or exceeds a lot of expectations even. That'd be great. I just really hope the show doesn't suck because I would hate to know that I went to WrestleMania 31 and the show just did not live up to the hype. I want it as long as it's a good show, nothing really bad or horrible. I mean, just an exciting event, whatnot. I'll be totally fine with it. Um, and then once everything is said and done, once the show concludes, we'll most likely go out and get something to eat again, and then head home and call it a night. And as far as Monday is concerned, I do not know if we do want to go to Raw. We just haven't bought tickets off StubHub yet. and I think we really should do that soon because, excuse me, Raw, uh, Raw after WrestleMania in the past, as we have seen, those shows have been crazy. They've been some of the most unpredictable shows the WWE's put on. I mean, the one in 2013 after WrestleMania 29 is, in my opinion, the best post WrestleMania show they've ever done since the Attitude Era with 14. The night after 14 was just was an amazing show too. But that crowd, the night after WrestleMania, not 19, excuse me, after 29, that crowd was just an amazing crowd. So I'm really hoping to go there and just be a part of that atmosphere, feel it live, and that'll be pretty much it. Again, we'll go get something to eat after the show, and that'll be pretty much the end of my WrestleMania trip. Yeah, put an asterisk next to Raw because, like I said, we're not sure if we're going, if we are unable to get tickets at time, but we're gonna check StubHub again. We definitely should get the money and buy those tickets soon. Um, so yeah, like I said earlier, I was gonna run down the GA session that I'm going to at for Access, break down who's gonna be there. My session for the most part has a good number of guests. There are some guests that I wish could be at this session. My session is not necessarily the worst. It's not the best, but it's not the worst in terms of like getting a bunch of people that I didn't want to meet. Because I remember like I skimmed through it and I was like, oh man, like really, like these people are gonna be there at this session. But no, like I said, this session's gonna have a good amount of guests. The headliner is gonna be, and I call him headliner because his picture, his face is literally like one of the first two you see in the email that was sent announcing the guest, and that is Rusev. Rusev is gonna be I call him the headliner because like he's the one being mainly promoted. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to meet Rusev. I know my buddy Paul, Mr. Paul JB44, is dying to meet Rusev, but unfortunately he's not gonna be able to unless he meets him at an airport. He does like what Stevie Breach does in quote unquote airport stocks the wrestlers because he's going to the Friday session. And at the Friday session, this lucky bastard, and I mean that with positivity. I don't mean it in no offense. This lucky bastard's gonna get to meet like Dolph Ziggler, Scott freaking Hall, Eva Marie. I don't remember who else is gonna be there. I think Kane's gonna be there. Ryback. So he's got like a really good session. But like I said, my session's not the worst because there are gonna be guys like Jack Swagger that I'm looking forward to meeting. Yeah, Stevie Breach, I want to meet your boy Jack Swagger. Yeah, come on. And I want to take a pointer from Miguel's video, and I'm not gonna say anything about Jack Swagger not being able to take Kurt Angle in a wrestling match because I'm not having Jack Swagger call me out like what happened with Luke. If you guys didn't see Miguel's SummerSlam video from like a year and a half ago, yeah, I learned from Luke never to say that about Jack Swagger, and I am not gonna say that because I'm not having Jack Swagger call me out like that. Um, um, but yeah, I want to meet Swagger. I don't know if Zeb Coulter is gonna be there because he's been out with an injury, but if he's there, I'd definitely like to meet him. Luke Harper has been announced, Eric Rowan, and the primetime players as well. Rowan, I'm not really a fan of this guy, so I'm probably gonna pass. No, I'll most likely pass. I don't really want to meet him. Primetime players, I may meet. I'm not a big fan of them, but I may meet them only if like they got a short line or something, and I'm waiting for like someone else's line to die down. Um, Luke Harper, I definitely want to meet. I think he's a good big man, and I think if pushed right in the future, like this year, for example, he can be an even better. He can be a great big man, like one of the top big men of recent years. But there are two big time guests that I want to meet at Access, and they're both Hall of Famers, which is awesome. Lita and Booker T. I'm big fans of both of those. I definitely want to meet them. Um, yeah, man, I don't see anything stopping me unless like they have a massive line to the point where like I can't, where they close the line off at some point. But yeah, I want to meet Booker T. I want to meet Lita. And the funny thing is that Lita's gonna be at WrestleCon, so who knows? Maybe I can meet Lita twice in 1 week. Because I have a special item that I want to get signed by Lita. And access, you can only get one thing signed. There's a limit of one autograph per person. So I have a Divas book that I'm gonna bring with me and have Lita sign on a special page. But if I can meet her at WrestleCon 2, I'm gonna bring a I'm gonna bring this special item. It's kind of rare, so to speak. And I'll show you guys what it is if I do a what I'm bringing to Access and WrestleCon video if I have the time. But yeah, Booker T as one of my all-time favorites. That documentary they just did on him, Sentenced to Greatness, was just great for a 30-minute documentary. I thought it was well put together. Great documentary, and I just can't wait to meet Booker T and go up to him and tell him how much big a fan I've been of his since his Harlem Heat days, and just yeah, man, just that'd be awesome. Meet Booker T. And I'm working on getting the 8x10 for him to sign because he has a section in the yearbook that I bought. If you guys remember from the Crime Time video that I did when I met them, I showed the yearbook that I bought, but it's a tiny slot in like the backstage personnel section. Excuse me. And I think like for someone of Booker's caliber, for me to meet him, I wouldn't want him to sign on that tiny little page. So I'm gonna get like a real nice 8x10 printout, and I can have him sign. But yeah, you know what, guys, that's pretty much it because I don't want to go on rambling. Those are my plans for WrestleMania 31 weekend. For those of you out there in the Bay Area who are watching this, um, leave a comment below. Let me know what sessions you're going to, what your guys' plans are for this weekend. And I hope you guys all have a great time. I mean, this is going to be just one amazing trip. Even if the build up to this WrestleMania hasn't been the best, it's still going to be a trip that, like, I'm just going to live this trip up. You know, I'm going to make the best of it. And to end this video, all I want to say is to Miguel, to Steve, to Ravi, and to Paul, uh, click 31, guys. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys. And you know, like I said, just looking forward to meeting you guys. Click 31, we're coming for you. And yeah, let's just tear the roof off this joint. You know, WrestleMania 31, Click 31, and we will rise, like the theme song says. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'll catch you all later.